back up in this thing, ready to get some on that wax.
Another session with the BrosTalk, where the beer's ice cold. BrosTalk. Another session with the BrosTalk. Come and tell us what you know. BrosTalk.
Yo, what up world, what up peoples and tweepers up there, it's your boy T Broski. Got my main man King Daniel in the building with me.
What up?
And this is BrosTalk. Yeah. Hey man, as usual, the same thing. Got our guy, I stumbled over that one. You know what?
What's going on, y'all, man? What's going on, y'all, man? I don't know what the fuck I said.
Hey man, well, how you guys doing today, man? Well, I'm gonna just say this. But they said that groundhog wasn't bullshit. The motherfucker said the groundhog came out and went back, or whatever that happened. What was it? Went back in real quick because it seen the shadow. 6 more weeks. Them 6 more weeks was not playing.
It's cold.
Wind chill. Feels like 2 degrees out here. It's insane, brother.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, for it to be 80 next week, yeah.
That's another insane thing.
See, I got lucky, and because of the snow, my boss went ahead and said, "Hey, we'll just play it safe, stay home." But so I was excited. I got to stay home, do some wood burning and stuff. It was cold as shit in the garage, so. But either way, it was a good day. The only thing that sucked was, I guess they texted me last night, "Hey, we're not coming in until 9," and then they texted like this morning, "Hey, we're not coming in at all."
So he was getting up, getting ready.
I didn't get the text.
Oh.
I got all the way to work, and I pulled in, and I was like,
shit.
"Damn, I guess our front end people must have called out. I'm gonna have to cover the front." And then I pulled to the back, and I was like, "Wait, nobody's here." And then right then my phone starts ringing, and it's my boss. And he's like, "Hey, I just got your message that you're running a little bit late." And I was like, "Yeah, do we not have work today?" And he said, "No, and he told me he sent messages and shit. I still haven't got them."
Jesus.
So, pretty sure I think I need to get a new phone.
Hey man, shouts out to Apple. You know what I mean?
See, it's ever since they did that update with the where they can do the read receipts or the read receipts, whatever the fuck you call them, for Android.
Yeah.
And ever since they did that update, it just I ain't been getting messages like normal.
Mine's don't work mine's work fine. Never had no problem. Did you do any of the beta? Like any of the beta?
No, I'm an alpha. No, I don't know what that is.
No, they had software drops that was beta, or that's like you could have signed up for the beta software drops where it's like
Use live testing.
Yeah, that's all it is. Live testing.
Not that I know of.
Yep.
I
So
don't
they
believe
get your
so.
data, see if there's any bugs or anything like that. Probably get a review. I had that happen with a couple games do that times.
And I had a friend that had it having issues with the phone. So it's like and it's a 16. So like some of the issues that be going on be like simple stupid stuff that's like, oh, I gotta reset my phone. Like, damn. I don't have to reset my phone that much, but hey, it's all good. But
It's not a common thing for me.
it's not. When you do it.
Maybe turning it off and on, but
I mean,
resetting it?
Not resetting it like that, but turning it off and on. Jesus Christ, dude. My bad.
You don't turn your phone on and off every once in a while?
Yeah, every once in a while, but not like I do that more. My friend does it more than usual. Then I restart my
What's
frame.
more than usual? Like once a day?
Nah, we'll probably say maybe once, maybe twice, 3 times a month, maybe.
Are these phones? You think that they're like some of them are strong than computers?
Stronger than?
Like more?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I
Than
think
older computers, yeah.
I
Than
think
older
they could bench
computers, yeah.
more.
They're,
There you go. So I think at least once a day, then like it's just good common practice just in the computer world to when you're done using it, hit a reboot once a day.
I mean, yeah, you can
Allow
do
for
that.
updates and stuff like that.
The updates don't.
Close
Yeah,
down
you're right.
shit.
I try and do it every week. Once a week.
Okay. I mean, I don't. You know what I mean?
I try. Sometimes I don't, but you know, like
I might go.
usually my
A
phone
month
like starts
without-
running a little bit slow, and I'll be like, all right, reset it.
Well,
You gotta think, I
yours
gotta-
don't work anyway. So like,
Mine's a little bit older.
yeah. So that off the rip, we know that's an issue.
Mm.
So you got to shut down and reboot the engines to come back to the regular world with us.
You don't
folks.
leave your car running. You know?
Well, first topic of the day, the plane's crashing. I got to fly soon. So, like, I ain't saying I'm nervous, but I'm nervous. Yeah. It's been a lot of different airlines. So, it's not like oh, man, it's a Southwest thing. Oh, it's or nothing like that. What was it? The first plane crash was the helicopter,
The
helicopter and the thing, and the plane.
Come out of this year, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Out of recent
The
events.
recent.
Yeah. I think it was Baltimore.
Baltimore
something
was the
happened
one
2
that
days
crashed.
before. I thought something happened like 2 days before Baltimore. And,
The Washington D.C. That was the helicopter hitting the plane.
yes.
Come to find out, they was I guess in a blackout
I
mission.
have no idea.
Pilot didn't see him, whatever.
Yeah.
Boom.
They've been warning for years, like that. You know, the amount of helicopters flying through there has been growing, and that they need to figure some kind of shit out.
Yeah.
So
Then you got the Baltimore.
was it Baltimore? I thought it was Philly.
Philly. It was Philly.
No idea. Yep.
When you got the
DC Philly.
DC, Philly, Seattle, Nome, Alaska, Scottsdale, Arizona, military fighter jet in San Diego Bay, Covington, Georgia, the Canada, and then the Arizona. Which is Arizona is new. I that's like today.
The most recent one I heard was the Delta Toronto
one, which was crazy. When you watch what that happened, it was crazy. Do you think that there is now? Granted, Trump did fire the guy that was in charge of like the FAA or whatever like that. But I don't really, not even to get in like conspiracies or nothing, which I want to, but I don't think that him firing, because the FAA has plans and stuff set forth that you have to abide by regardless. It's not necessarily his plan that was like, oh my God, he's gone. We don't know what to do. So I definitely don't think that has anything to do with it. So we can kind of X that one out.
They still have air traffic controllers.
Can I counter that?
Yeah.
What if buddy got the job up top? It's like, now I can get all my peoples in. My homeboys. They get you a good job. Hold you down. You're just not qualified.
I mean, yeah,
but
if everything was running efficiently prior to the firing, then you would assume that the incompetence of those people that was already there, they would have already failed them. Now, if this is a direct act towards, hey man, y'all fire my homeboy, let me, I'm gonna turn this transponder off or whatever like that, then that's a whole different ballgame, a whole different issue. I definitely don't think that's what's going on. But what do y'all think's going on? Do you think this is just like normal? Like it's our day and age is social media is everywhere. So like the moment something happens, and that's one of the things people were saying, like, don't. I seen the video of the Delta where the plane crashed and flipped over. They were telling people like, don't record, don't record, don't record. One or two things. One, I'll say this: when one of my kids was born, I wanted to record the whole thing, and I was told not to record. I should have fought it, but it was a lot of stuff going on. Shouts out to my baby, Marley. But when the whole situation took place, I should have pressed the issue. I think to myself, the reason they don't want you to record in that particular situation is because if something's out of code or out of
it's a liability for them.
yeah. Let me say it's anything. Like a lawyer could see something and be, oh man, that shouldn't have been there. That could have been, or whatever like that. So I think that has something to do with it. But ultimately, the planes are coming in different ways. They're crashing. Do y'all think it has anything to do with bigger than just coincidences? Because what they say, it's safer to fly in a plane than it is to drive on the highway.
Right.
And we don't hear about plane crashes, although there's been a lot of plane crashes. We all remember the plane crash in Killeen, right? The one that happened by Harker Heights. Mm-hmm. Nobody died, but it happened. It was filmed and everything like that. That didn't make major news. So how many of those that maybe somebody dies or something like that happens also? But what do y'all think about
it? I don't know. I know that to me, at this point, I'd have to say it's a coincidence until you know more about, I guess, the people that were let go. Because I think 400 people got let go, and so if those are air traffic controllers or so, which they said they weren't, but whether they are or not is a different story. So I'd say we kind of have to wait until you see who he fired, and then you kind of be like, okay, well, supposedly the probationary people, all people that were hired within the last year. So a lot of people, because Elon Musk is now, they've been like hired to, I guess, like overhaul the control system or whatever for all planes and shit and how everything gets routed. And so a lot of people think that, they're going to basically contract out those jobs to Elon. And, Elon's just going in there to make money. It's like, maybe, but I don't know. But it just, at this point, I'd have to say it's a coincidence.
Okay. I mean, you definitely gave conspiracies. That definitely could be conspiralized, whatever you want to call it. I've
heard a lot of people say a lot of different things about it, but at this point, nothing's concrete. So I'm willing, to say that I don't, think that that's 100% accurate. I mean, it could change.
Conspiracies start off,
but based on what I know,
information.
Say what?
I said, does conspiracy start off of non-concrete information?
Man, probably enough people don't believe you.
Okay. What do you think about the plane crashes, Keith?
I'm hoping and leaning more towards coincidence. But like I said, you can go many different routes. It could be people not doing what they need to do properly. It could be drones, aliens. I don't know. It's just sad to watch every few days. It seems like it's, hey, another plane, and it's right here on your phone, and you got to watch.
Yeah.
Plane crash, the people getting messed up in there.
I mean, I didn't even think about it the way Corey just said it, as for the amount of workers that got affected by the cabinet that's in office right now.
Hey, a lot of people.
So when you think about it, so it's you're in charge of outside the airport. You're in charge of operation inside the airport. I'm in charge of maintenance. And they let go of you got 5,000. We all got 5,000 workers. They let go of 2,500 of your workers. You're outside the airport. They let go of 2,500 of your workers. You're inside the airport. Or operations of the airport. They let go of 1,500 workers of mine. I'm mechanics.
Can I put the
So
caveat
now
on it?
what?
Like the best ones, like the people who make the money.
I'm not even no. It's sometimes it is. Sometimes it's whoever. What I'm just saying in this scenario, it's the manpower is gone. So now used to 1,000 planes a day. You were used to 2,500 operations a day. I'm used to 500 mechanic planes getting them ready to go a day. Now you're down to 250 just based off. And yeah, I could bullshit and get some planes in the air that I'm not supposed to, right? So I can go 500 just to meet these quotas and these numbers over here. You can go 750 again just to meet these quotas and stuff over here. I can go 300 just to meet these quotas. But now we're putting everybody at risk because we're putting planes in the air that are not capable or not ready, quote unquote, to fly. Now, granted, there's some things that we can patch up that'll make a plane to fly or allow a plane to go off or take off or whatever like that. But some stuff has to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm just throwing that scenario out there just to show like a manpower loss that could affect that could affect some people. But when you look at the bigger issue, like, is it radio control? Is it it really can't be people on the ground because they're not saying that this is planes deteriorating in the air or wings breaking off in the air. This plane is landing, flipping over, crashing. The rest in peace to all the people that lost their life in the whole helicopter plane crash. Like that's as much as I want to fault, or as much as I didn't say want to fault, but as much as you want, you can't really fault those pilots. I mean, granted, the military guys were in a military helicopter utilizing night vision goggles. That's not the same vision that we have right here. They're limited to a certain type of vision. Now, granted, they can see in pitch black. They can see. But I don't have my peripherals.
Yeah.
Are they flying in a trajectory where they didn't know? They have to contact somebody to get off the ground. And that same person in that same area probably is contacted for that plane landed on the ground. So is it a flaw over there? Was the person overworked? Did they have too much on their workload to not see, or the guy that's supposed to set the planes and show the trajectory of what's going on the board, was he not there? You know what I mean? Like that's why I say like it could be. I lack the evidence or the confidence to say it's a conspiracy. I based off of what you just said, I would say it's more of not necessarily coincidence, but I'm pretty sure the people that worked there that knew, like your job. Just like you said, oh damn, I came in to work. These people ain't here. Damn, I got to do this. You know immediately when certain things take place, your workload is immediately heavier. Same thing with you. If something happens at your job, somebody's gonna come to you and say, "Hey man, can you?" Your workload becomes heavier. Whether you can do it or not, that's up to you. But it may become a time where it's just too much, and you complain to your boss or somebody and say, "Hey, bro, I can't do everything." So then shit starts to fall. Only difference is at your job, nobody's dying behind it. These people's jobs, somebody may be dying behind it.
Yeah.
You know, that's I mean, would y'all believe conspiracy wise that somebody is tapping into or trying to figure out how to destroy America in different type of ways, i.e., fucking with frequencies to be able to take planes out of the air, cause planes to not know where they are. What else they said? Take control of a plane.
Sounds like the Democrat Party. Nah, I wouldn't doubt it that there is, but I don't have like it's these motherfuckers.
It's conspiracy. Just conspiracy. Why, like, China, maybe they're air balloons or the balloons that's flying around.
No, they're just buying up all the farmland in America.
Putting out radars. Maybe they're putting out bad signals to you know what I mean? Like, do you believe that these planes? First of all, do y'all think that there's an influx of planes going down, or is this just normal shit?
See, as you were talking earlier, I was going to say I'd like to look at like the last 10 years, 20 years, whatever, of flights and see if like in a month basis how many flights there are. That crash.
I still think this is within the single digit percentages of flights. Like, I mean, of lost flights or damage, or, you know what I mean? Like the bad flights, the crashes. So there it is, the crashes. Like, I still think that all these flights, compared to all the flights that successfully take off and land, I still think this is in the very low digits. 1 percentages, 2 percentages, 3 percentages.
Thousands and thousands of flights every single day that have no issues.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you're talking less than 1%, probably.
So what percent do you start to get nervous at and address it?
That's partially kind of what I'm.
But
I mean,
as soon as I see 1 or 2 crashes, I'm like,
I would
is there
say
a different way to get there?
Yeah, we got 1 or 2 crashes, and then it takes. But
I mean, I take it seriously.
I wake up
6 to
every
7.
other day, and it's another one going down. Then,
but they're not
we
going.
might get the crashes. How are we gonna say it? But if we not gonna run the rest of the year with no incidents, you wake up every day like again.
Yeah, I agree. I think that question that you pose is a good question. It the way I say it takes away from the severity of every last one of them. But in the same breath, the 67, the people that lost their life in that particular plane crash and the helicopter, if that happened, if every last one of those plane crashes that I read off was what happened, I think that one's serious. I think every last one of them is serious, but I think that one is the focus because of there obviously is a lack somewhere in communication somewhere because again, you can only fault these pilots up to so much. Motherfuckers is flying 250 miles an hour, 160 miles an hour, whatever.
Yeah.
There's your level or your opportunity for failure is very small. Like you can't fail. You have to, every decision you make at certain points in time flying a plane, it has to be precise, especially in a fucking passenger jet. You know what I mean? You're not flying a fucking 2-man jet that's, you know what I mean? It's nothing like that. So you're talking about a passenger jet that's, hey man, if I can't see, I'm relying on my instruments. My instruments is not made for a motherfucker sneaking up out the back. Not, I'm laughing. But this motherfucker sneaking up out the corner of your eye in a all blacked out shit that you ain't never seen. Like, that's the same thing as a motherfucker driving on the road 50 miles an hour and a deer sitting on the side of the road. You don't see that shit till it's too late. Yeah. And at that point in time, your margin for error is what I was trying to say. Your margin for error is slimmed out. So I can't fault those guys for everything, but like somebody has to be at fault for it. And when we look at the flights that went down and everything like that, that to me that's the biggest one because everything else may have been okay. Like maybe that pilot should have slowed down the Delta flight earlier than what he did.
I mean,
Maybe he should have said, "Hey, man, we can't land here. We need to go to the next airport." You know, who knows? Sometimes pilots are overworked. Man, I'm pushing on 12 hours. So if I don't get this plane down now, I'm exceeding my flight time. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I don't know. But I definitely think it needs to be addressed. Every last one of them need to be looked at, and I think that's one of the biggest things in America is air transportation. So getting around, whether it's civilian wise or military wise, we can't allow motherfuckers to infiltrate our ability to move goods, men, personnel, or anything through the air. Like that needs to be because you can't quote unquote get goods from California to New York without going all the way around America, being susceptible to attacks anywhere else versus it's easier just to fly across our land knowing damn well there's nobody that's there. Yeah. That's my thought process behind it. But yeah, speaking of that, America, what do y'all think about the All-Star game? The All-Star week. Yeah, the All-Star week. I didn't watch nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't really. I'm not really an All-Star guy no more. I don't think that the shit's entertaining. The All-Star game, I watched the highlights.
Just now.
No, I mean, the dunk contest, but the game, I'm not really. It doesn't really do nothing for me. I don't know how to. And this is the bad part. I talk down on it, but I don't have the answers to sizzle it up either. You know what I mean? Not that anybody is looking at like Silverman watching us or nothing like that, but I wish he was. But
what are they going to say?
Jesus Christ, write it down. I don't have the answer to fix it either. You know what I'm saying? It's lackluster, as they say.
I get you. I just think that it's their turn. Because remember, the Pro Bowl did the same thing. The NBA was just the last of them to kind of turn to this exhibition showcase. It's not really the game. It's just an exhibition of what the players can do. You know, have fun. We can try new stuff. Because the Pro Bowl, nobody cares about that.
Yeah,
but they didn't get half the ridicule that the NBA All-Star is getting. Because the NBA All-Star was relevant. It was still fun and people enjoyed it, but it's the last one. Like nobody cares about hockey All-Star. I guess baseball's still kind of hanging on because they actually compete.
Yeah.
But out of your, you know.
And there's an incentive in baseball.
Yes, you get yes.
Whoever wins,
I do believe you get home field.
Yeah,
home field advantage. So I mean, that goes in your way. You can probably go that and spice it up to where, most of the time the leading coach for the All-Star game is the number one seeds, and if you're number one seeds, you're highly projected to go to. So you would want that advantage, you know.
Yeah,
that's one way to spice it up.
The All-Star game itself,
and that's just for the game. So this year they went to 14 kind of round robin, best first to 40.
Yeah.
So when you think about that, 40 points, that's one quarter.
It could be.
You know what I'm saying? Especially an All-Star game, so it's just quick, not really. There's not really a try hard aspect to it. So I think I didn't enjoy that format. I think that'd have been cool. Like right now, they got the hockey 4 nation thing. So you talked about earlier, like maybe you can do like a team USA and a team Europe and a team, you know, and try to find these all-stars, great players from other countries and do like a round robin type for that event. Maybe do that on a Friday, but then again, these guys are on the break too. So I mean, it's It's up and down.
So
But just as ideals, you can try to go that way. I like the giving an advantage thing too. They already up the money, and players still don't care.
I mean, that's where for me, like, and I'm just what they, as they say, spitballing it. What if it's not an all-star thing? What if it's like a like a G League versus rookies, or not an all-star game, like a non-all-star game, where everybody, I'm out there to play, brother. You know what I'm saying? I got to showcase my skills. Like now, granted,
So you want to do like a showcase kind of.
maybe not a showcase, but like I don't want to call it that, but maybe like it's a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
You know, but
you want to headline your major event because the thing with that is,
hell yeah, because the All Stars are gonna be there. So we're still, we're still gonna do the activities for the All Star. Like it's still gonna be called All Star Weekend, but the big game will be
not your All Stars,
non All Star. Lack of better words, showcase. You know what I mean? Where, hey man, you ain't playing all crazy defense. I mean, for me, like we gotta.
I mean, you can throw that game. That wouldn't be a bad game, but
like something to do. I'm just
not
don't
gonna highlight that to be the game. Like, get rid of the
so maybe the
game.
Team Europe against the Team USA.
That's that
highlight game. I just think that to me the All Star game itself, like it's lackluster. So this brings a little bit of tenacity back, so to speak. If you go All Star or the Team Europe against Team USA, because then you're looking at what Luka,
but then Giannis don't get to play.
Jokic, Giannis,
or Embiid don't get to play.
Embiid. There's a lot of people.
Wembanyama.
What do you mean they don't get to play?
Embiid from Africa.
Yeah, he'll be Europe. He's not USA.
So Team USA versus the world.
Yeah, I was going to say that's different.
Yeah, that's
He said
over there.
Everyone
across the ocean, bro.
was from Europe.
If you ain't Canada or Mexico, you can't even think about.
Just do Wembanyama instead.
Isn't there a stream that takes them?
You know what I mean? I mean, there'd be people that can't play, but I mean, if we're then we're looking at what the Olympics.
USA versus, exactly. So
like that's why
when you spitball these things, you're like,
yeah, we got that.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Team USA does not care.
Don't care about what?
Winning that game.
Again, yeah. So like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to spice up the All Star Weekend or the All Star quote unquote game? What are we gonna do to spice it up? Do you think the All Star game was entertaining?
No, not at all.
Do you think the All Star game was entertaining?
I didn't watch it, but that's because I haven't thought it's entertaining.
Exactly. So what are we gonna do to spice it up?
You can take it back to. You just got to get players that. You got to take it back to. You give it an advantage. You do East versus West. You give it an advantage. Whoever wins, get home court. Maybe give them more money, a bigger bonus compared to a lesser bonus. Maybe make it eligible to get a type of contract bonus.
So you're saying
like I make it
to the All Star game.
You want to incentivize?
I'm on the East. Yeah. My team wins the East. Whoever comes out the East in the finals gets the home court advantage.
Yep, and for guys who are just all-stars and don't believe they're going to make it, let's just say, okay, when you go into contract negotiations, if we look at it and see that you're an all-star winner, like no matter what in the CBA, that's a guaranteed this set amount. So instead of giving you a cash bonus, we're going to guarantee you, we give $1 million cash bonus, guarantee you can add $2 million to your contract based on every one you win.
So then, okay.
So you just try to incentivize them to actually want to play, because you listen to a lot of guys, a lot of the NBA players, they'll go out there, they're giving an effort, but you see practices and stuff like that, and they be going hard at each other.
See, I don't know if I've said this before. what they need to do is basically have. Hold on. Never mind.
I'm locked in too.
For me, I don't. I'm cool with the jack and threes. I'm cool with the non-running of traditional plays. I'm cool with just having fun out there. You know what I'm saying? A friendly game, so to speak. But at one point in time, even back in the day, they played basketball. It was entertaining to the point of it ain't about to be close to no 200 points being put up. It ain't gonna be no 130s.
But guys made all-stars just being defense players. Now you can be known for defense. You're probably gonna make the all-star team.
Okay.
You can go back and look at it at a lot of them, but now you can be the best defender in the league, but if you're not putting up 25 and 8 and 8, then
I figured it out. I had an idea, but then I forgot that the Pro Bowl is at the end of the season, but the All-Star game is kind of, so you'd have to push it to the end of the season, right? So I was trying to figure out how to work it out. And you push it to the end of the season, you have the two worst teams in the league play against each other, and the team that loses, or no, switch that up. You have, I'm trying to make it work. You have the best team in the G League play against the worst team in the NBA, and if they win, they get bumped up into the NBA, and the NBA team gets dropped.
Oh hell!
I get that.
And then they have to play.
We can't call the All-Star like
that's a side game too.
I mean, yeah, I would say
That's
those are both
side
those are
quest.
good ideas. I
No, they're
think
side
that'd be
quest.
live.
I'm trying to think like how you keep them incentivized.
Yeah, like every
You can't put all the
expansion
money.
team, you
Obviously,
got
that would never happen.
every expansion
That'd be
team,
cool
you
as
got to
fuck.
work your way up. Yeah, like soccer. I'm with you on that. Give them guys, but it's just that All-Star time.
Yeah,
So
All-Star.
maybe you
That's what
can
I'm saying.
just rename the All-Star,
Non-All-Star.
or just go. I don't know. You rebrand it.
It's toilet
NSA instead of NBA, non-All-Star.
No, you can keep NBA, but you just like
NSA
how they have
NBA game.
just like they have the in-season tournament now. Just rebrand the All-Star and call it something else.
I mean, yeah. Well, within the All-Star, you got the slam dunk contest.
Mm.
We've talked about this numerous times on the podcast, for sure. I've said this. I don't. Vince Carter single-handedly ruined, and I didn't look at it that way when it happened. But now looking back at it, Vince Carter single-handedly ruined the dunk contest. It was amazing. I don't fault him for it. In fact, I always will applaud him for it. If he did nothing but that dunk contest in the NBA, that should have got him the Hall of Fame, right? But that's how much I love that dunk contest. But the dunk contest now is what we're talking about. 2025.
A little different.
Trash.
It's a little different.
There's
There's some nice dunks in there.
There was. Now, I can't take away from the dunks.
Dude jumping
that were in
over a car and
Yeah. He jumped over a car.
Matt McClung
Jumped,
won.
yeah.
It's his third. It's his three-peat.
was he pushing off?
I didn't want to get into that immediately. I wanted to
Okay.
get into like the other stuff. Like
Before?
there were other dunks that went on that it sucks because I've
Yeah,
seen
what's
this on a game before.
What's the dude from San
I've-
Antonio? What's his last name?
Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has some good.
He had some good dunks, but I've seen that on a game before.
Like
It's nothing creative.
He was doing in-game dunks.
Yeah.
His crazy part is like, yeah, I'm with you.
And
Because Vince Carter's in-game dunk was nasty too, but he took it another level for the
Yeah.
All-Star games. I get so you believe he do it in game, he had that more creativity. I'm with you.
And I don't think that
And you can't just drive the car in the middle of a game, huh? Everybody stop. My teammates.
I mean, when you say game, I think NBA 2K. What was it? Street? Was it throwing it off of the? backboard and shit.
Yeah.
You remember they
Trying to get,
had
like 8,000 points off of one dunk.
Remember they had when you played career in the NBA. I want to say 2K, where they had the dunk contest where you could
Live.
NBA Live, yeah, where you could do the actual dunk contest.
Yeah.
Like the dunks that's going on right now. Granted, it's not those type of dunks because we're advanced, but these people are like, there's so many hoopers on the web right now that whatever dunk you're doing, somebody's done before. Which brings me to my next point. McClung?
Mm.
He won it.
Yes.
Shouts out to you, brother. Because you got to understand what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Dunking the ball.
He's dunking the ball, but he's doing it at a high level. You know what I'm saying? And he's not. I'm pretty sure he's probably 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10". I would say 5'10" at the max. You know, but he's doing it, and he's doing it at a high level. He's still dunking on 10 feet. He's a dunker. One of the complaints I heard, or one of the issues that I heard was he doesn't play in the NBA. Maybe they should move it to just straight NBA players. Now, my rebuttal or argument siding with that.
Did you see the NBA players that were dunking in there?
Yes. My rebuttal or side hustle to that would be he has the ability to get called up as a rostered player for the Orlando Magic to be able to compete in this event. And then after that, he's 6'2". Okay, damn. That's not even that impressive. I mean, it's still impressive, but it's not. But he's 6'2". But it's not Spud Webb out there doing it. But if he gets called up to play these games, to participate in this event, and then after that he gets put back down. Not to say it that way, but he goes back. He's still a roster player, probably still getting paid from the Orlando Magic. But his off time is spent not running a traditional offense, doing this, doing that. He may not even. I'm pretty sure he conditions and stuff like that just to stay in shape. And we're going to talk about the staying in shape because there's some muscle groups that we need to discuss. But his day-to-day activities can be dunking versus Castle's day-to-day activity has to be basketball. Not individually dunking, it's basketball. So technically, I don't have time to sit there and come up with no crazy-ass dunks in the middle of the season while we trying to make it to the fucking playoffs or trying to better our, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have time to do that. You got literally all day to sit around and come up with stuff, and I'm pretty sure they use you for other type of stuff. Like, that's what you do. So, it should be all NBA players that don't have time to come up with dunks to create something cool, just like it was back in the day when Vince Carter won that shit. He didn't have time to come up with that shit. He came up with that shit whenever he came up with it, but he did it.
He signed a 10-day contract. So he signed an NBA contract.
Yeah,
he's an
but
NBA player
for 10 days.
It does.
Do you think that he's if they had 3 games with
okay, so you're right.
If they had 3 games within that 10-day time frame, is he suiting up to play in the game, or is he on the bench in the suit chilling because he's not playing in the game?
Signed 10-day contract to the active roster. Yes,
to not play in the game. He's not going to be on the active roster too. He's not in the game plan.
He has NBA stats this year.
So he's playing in games.
So he had his minutes played.
In NBA games.
He's an NBA player.
Is that is that getting his letterman?
If I have somebody who I know that can't do nothing, but I have radar on him, only thing he can do is hit that corner. We make it always in the finals.
Corner 3. That's hitting a corner 3 in the NBA game, though. You just change the whole. We're talking about somebody that doesn't.
If I sign him If I
to
sign
play
him in the
the
middle
NBA
of the season,
to be in the NBA 3 contest
he's on my active roster. I put him in
for
the
10
game.
days.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. He's on the active
So,
roster.
He's
but,
an NBA player.
Yeah, he's an NBA player.
Yes.
But again, I play 68, 45, whatever games.
So you want
in
a
the NBA.
criteria on.
Not, I mean, but my focus
an
is
NBA player.
How many games should you have to play to be able to?
An NBA player.
How many games you should?
Because if
I would say at least
20.
You should be an active player on the roster for at least 60% of the games prior to whatever said event that comes up.
So 50, I need to be at 30. I need to play 30 games before at 50.
No, you need to be an active player on the roster for at least 30 games. Take up a slot.
No minutes? It don't matter? Well, I got minutes.
Active player on the roster.
Is there a minute?
Okay, so
active,
now I'm the NBA, and I'm going by and I'm asking everybody, and they saying
you're the NBA asking everybody to do what?
Like, to participate. Like, it's not a you have to. We are asking players to participate.
Yeah, so you're going to create
every single year.
Cool.
The best players are saying, I'm good.
And the people right now, NBA, the people are saying your event is trash. That's what I'm saying. You can have your criteria to do whatever you want, but your criteria leads to this type of shit going on. Yeah. Where you have active players participating against a dunk specialist. This dunk specialist has three-peated. How many three-peats
we don't talk about
world?
this dunk contest without him.
Yeah.
That's a fact. We don't talk about this dunk contest without him.
It's so create some in history.
Yeah, we don't talk about this without him.
I don't have a problem with
just.
I get the marketing. I get everything behind it. So again, we need to come up with something special. Man, if y'all pay us, I swear to God, we'll come up with NBA, Silverman, whoever the fuck. If y'all pay us, I swear to God, we'll come up with the best ideas in the fucking world that y'all ever seen. Us three guys right here. I wasn't gonna say a number, damn it, but trust me, we got plenty of ideas. We talk about them off camera all the time. Trust me.
15 billion.
Billion. Okay, that sounds better.
Well, first time I said 6 billion.
Oh, billion. I thought you said million.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that's all I'm saying. They should have better something.
Yeah. It's hard.
It's hard. I get it.
Well, that's
why we got the ideas.
They picked 3 players to beat them, and nobody could.
And they also got to look out for. They can't do a lot of things because they're limited by. We don't want players to get hurt during these extra, which is why they're going to the exhibition type things.
Yeah,
it's lower injury risk.
Yeah, because if I'm shooting for the I'm shooting for the long term. Yeah, you're right. Like LeBron was a big topic because he showed up to the game and decided that he wasn't good. He did not decide. He was hurt, so he wasn't able to play. And granted, people are like, he can work through it. The fact is, he was injured.
There's nothing wrong with being injured.
But people were saying, if you knew you wasn't going to play, then why even show up?
Because I can go to a fucking event.
Because I earned this position.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my spot. I shouldn't lose it because I'm hurt.
Yeah, I think I still get to ride with the team.
Yeah, I'm going to it because
I still get to be recognized as an all-star because I am, and that shouldn't take away from me. But I get you a lot of players. That was first thing with the Pro Bowl too, and preseason.
What if they just added another
preseason? It's just completely pointless.
I just say they play with 3 goals, one on the side. That's who won a half court. Say that 3 players are allowed to score on that half court each possession. Let's just switch some rules up, create some
crazy stuff.
Yeah, damn right. When between these half court lines right here, it's like a 3v3 type game.
Well, side note, how do we
1s and 2s?
How do we get back to
We're never going to get back to Sean Taylor cracking that punter Pro Bowl. We'll never get back there.
No.
They're in flag football now. So, yeah. And I feel the NBA, that's what the NBA is going to do. But they used to go hard in the fourth quarter. At least they gave you the fourth.
Shirts and blouses?
Nah, they're all just going to be like in wheelchairs. Wait.
No, it's what it is now. Like, it might just be a 4v4 tournament. Like, it's going to keep getting.
So look, why not just give it to Ice Cube?
Yeah.
Do the big three with the big boys, with the All Stars. You know, I'm gonna pay you $5 million to be here. Now I don't have to.
Go against the Dodgers living when they
No, take big three ball with actual NBA players, draft them so we have the All Stars drafted to however many teams to break down. Man, you know what? I'm not gonna give y'all this game. We'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna talk about that off camera.
$6 billion.
No, for real. I'm dead serious because whatever. But I mean, there's ways to let it know. There's ways to there's ways to make it better. What about football? How can we get football to a challenging padded game?
It's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
Get out of here.
Even if you go rookies.
Now, see, that's the one that
rookies against sophomores,
especially now.
That's the one I originally had that plan with. Was with the NFL and the Pro Bowl. To call it the Toilet Bowl, and you'd have the worst team in the NFL versus the champions of the UFL, and they'd have to swap.
Definitely shitting on the NFL team. I wouldn't even.
Well, if I'm the UFL team, then I don't want to be the toilet paper.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Shit, because I beat him. He's the worst.
I don't want to be that. I'm not just toilet bowl.
If you don't play, then your team gets knocked out of the.
You take that shit to the XFL, fucker.
Or you just go with how soccer does. It's a regulation game. You just got to regulate. Like a relegation. You're relegated to this area now. But yeah, if you put a title on it, I got to walk around as the toilet bowl loser.
With little paper toilet paper rolls.
Really nice. No, man. I'm gonna say no to that.
Yeah, like I said, it's never gonna happen.
Those are all cool, but it's just...
But it would give the last team incentive to take it serious because, like, we're not getting kicked out of the NFL.
So you think they should replace the whole Pro Bowl with a game like that?
I mean,
because that's how I look at. That's the only way that you can do what you said. You just got to completely take the Pro Bowl because you're showcasing all your best players. Same as All-Star. You're supposed to be showcasing all your best players to the world.
But your best players is making so much money they don't want to do this.
They do it.
I mean, they do. They do. But
they go out and perform. It's just and people say, "Oh, they're not taking it serious." I bet they make them shots. Like Steph Curry, he does them turnaround threes in game.
Yeah, I mean, he. I don't think that he's a lackluster guy in the whole situation. I think that there's ways to. Again, I think that there's ways to. I think that there's ways to heat it up. I don't want to give all the juice and sauce on here, so that's what makes it. I didn't even want to. Yeah, right. I don't want nobody to take my ideas and be like,
I like my idea. So y'all heard it here first.
Y'all heard it here first. The third, fourth, fifth, the sixth goal. Put it out there.
Nah, don't shit on my idea. I had a good idea. Don't add extra goals.
That's what you said. The third goal, maybe some on the side.
Third goal at half court. 3-3 there, and then 5-5 fourth quarter.
Okay.
First.
Y'all hurt. Boys out there hurting for real.
Just trying to think like how fast breaks would work.
That's your
and they just stop.
You got 1 and 2 points on the half, and then 2s and 3s for fourth quarter. So depending on how much you're down in the game, what you're willing to take.
Yeah, man.
It's just like a special teams.
Yeah, I would. I think I'll
pass draw on that up too. Yeah, that's cool. You pass on that.
Well, it's 2 years.
I'm not watching no toilet bowl.
I wouldn't watch the toilet bowl either. Yeah, I mean that's not.
Well, man, the team might get eliminated, man. The whole NFL could change.
Yeah. And I don't want to watch that. If I don't watch Matt McClung in the dunk contest, I damn sure don't want to watch him on the G League team. Trying to get up there. I'm good on that. He ain't even get his dunks off there. I gotta watch him.
Well, he's more likely to get him off in the G League than the NBA.
He's more not no G League. He's more likely to get him in the All-Star game, All-Star event.
Yeah. Well, before we get out of here, got a little story, man. One day, you know, when you one day I look back at life and I thought to myself,
It's not about the Giants.
it's not, but I'm happy, man. You got to be happy in the. Sorry about that, people. This is
Yeah,
Get out of here, man. Go lay down
over there, man. He said I slept the whole time.
You got to be happy, man. I got this guy to be happy, or to not to be happy, but he makes me happy. Which brings me to my next point, or my story where I was saying, I woke up one day and I was just happy, man. The joy that I get from knowing I'm a better person is like one of the best things. I said that to say we're all fathers, man. I don't know everything that goes on in everybody's life, but from the fatherhood that I see amongst us, I just want to tip our hats to us, man. Say we're appreciated. I appreciate y'all. I know your kids does. You know what I'm saying? And keep up the fucking good work, man. You know? That's just what I wanted to say. I've just been feeling a little excited about certain things in life. I try to, maintain your happiness, so to speak. There's a lot of people out there that probably ain't as happy or don't have things that they feel to be joyous about. I just say take small wins when you can. Obviously, take the big wins when they're there, but don't ever give up the fight. It's always something to fight for, whether it's yourself or somebody else. It's always something to fight for. So, yeah, y'all got anything before we get out of here?
Oh, we'll keep this short. We were talking about the percentage for the flights and stuff.
Yeah.
You heard about the asteroid is supposed to strike in 2032.
Yeah, I thought it's supposed to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a 3 point. The percentage keeps going up.
Shit.
So now it's like at a 3.2. Is that
No?
So 1 in 33 chances doesn't like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would
Because
based off of
that
space,
does hit.
Based off of space, I would push it more towards a 60-70. Just for.
What do you mean? 60-70% chance it's gonna make it? I mean, hit us?
Yeah.
You think it's gonna get that high?
No, I don't think so. I'm just saying, like, if
it
it
gets
did,
high,
I think
I'm
that
buying a shovel.
I think that changes the trajectory of what goes on Earth. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so you don't think they'll start panicking?
Me personally,
that number?
10%, 10% chance. It all bases off of what's actually going on.
If that shit hit, goddamn, 60-70%, I'm on Google Space. Yeah, I'm tracking every bit of that.
See if I can see this motherfucker.
And if it's like,
how big is the asteroid? Y'all know?
I think they said it's comparison to. Don't fact check it. But I think they said 108 nuclear bombs.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah, like
it's definitely gonna.
Like,
it's one of them situations where
the city destroying.
The city did kill.
Yeah, if it hits somewhere, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say like every country is gonna like render aid to them, but it's be one of them situations where it's like everybody's going. Hey man, if we're fighting, it might be like, hey man, let's
imagine if it don't hit land.
Time out for this.
Yeah, right.
What if it hits like?
If it hits water, then we're all a lot. It's gonna cause a lot of damage.
Like,
yeah, it's
I
gonna.
hate to put this is just hypothetical, but like, let's say it hits that in the whole East Coast, we can't even handle a damn hurricane.
Fuck the East. I mean, excuse me, not fuck the East Coast. But we're talking. It's going there and it's going this way.
Yeah, so it's hitting.
It's going everywhere. It's going to damage food, oil,
everything.
You know what I mean? So it definitely has a big impact.
So as a 3-point, I don't want to keep long, but that's just something I seen Twitter today. Like 2 days ago, it was like 2.1 and
just sliding
it's
up.
going up. So if I'm looking at, like y'all keep saying it ain't no big deal, but at some point it has to be a big deal.
In fact, next podcast we're gonna do aliens and stuff.
Huh? We're gonna do an alien?
Not do one, but well, never mind. Disregard. You got anything before we get out of here?
What was that? The watch?
Oh yeah, the movie to watch. That shit funny. We're not gonna do that. We'll talk about that. Got anything before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Other than I appreciate the kind words earlier. You
support.
You too, man. Good father and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's good right over that.
Hey man,
okay.
I thought
no,
you
it's fine.
No, it's fine. Okay. Jesus Christ. Hey, shouts out to everybody out there. Shouts out to the fathers.
New York style.
I'm definitely going to New York.
Definitely.
If that's the options.
You had real deep dish. Shout out to the good fathers.
I had a deep dish in Korea. Best food. Best pizza I ever had. It was just spicy.
Hey.
Shouts out to everybody out there. Shouts out to the fathers. Shouts out to the people. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all watching. We out of here.
Another session with the bros. BrosTalk. Where the beer's ice cold. BrosTalk. Another session.